Gifted Soul here, back for another pick a card reading. This is in collaboration with Mystic Star Magic, so make sure you check her out. This is going to be a pick a card reading in regards to November predictions. So, pretty much just whatever Spirit wants to reveal to you about November 2022, whether that's advice, predictions, mix of both, whatever the case may be. There could be something here for you. Do keep in mind that this is for entertainment purposes only and is not at all to substitute for any legal, financial, medical, or any other type of advice given to you by a qualified professional. Free will is a way of life. We're all in control of our own destinies in the end. We do have three piles: pile 1, 2, and 3. So there's some tarot, some oracle, and I'm also going to pull an affirmation card towards the end, as well as a couple of other messages from a different oracle that are not already pulled here. So if you have not had enough time to pick your pile, just pause the video. And the timestamps will be available for you in the description box below and also in a pinned comment in the comment section. Also, if you would like any paid personal readings, the links will also be in the description box below. Also, I will be listing some of the decks that I'm using in this particular video, as I am using a few independent created decks by some of my friends, which includes Mystic Star Magic as well, since we are collaborating with her. Check her out. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so don't mind my setup. I am having some issues with, number one, storage space on my device. So I am on a different one. It's giving me enough storage space to record for you guys and whatever else I need to record. However, the quality is very poor, but as long as you can hear the messages, that is the most important thing. But I am gonna eventually buy a completely new device just to record on, because that is another reason why you guys have not really seen me uploading. That and a lot of other things have been going on. So yeah, so I'm touching bases a little bit on that in this video, just because it does look like I'm kind of coming out of nowhere, and some of you have probably forgotten about me, which I completely understand. I've still been around. I've still been doing personal readings and everything like that, but I have kept you guys updated here and there on the community tab post, so make sure you check there. I'm not uploading or anything like that for a long period of time. There is likely some type of announcement on my community tab post, or I will eventually, put one there if you don't see one. So one thing that happened before I get into this pile, I should have did this like when I was, having you guys pick your piles, but my dad started having some health issues out of nowhere. So it's a long story. I'm not even going to get into it, but it happened once. A little time went by, then it happened again, and then it happened at least 3 or 4 times, randomly. And so a lot of my time and energy was helping out around my mom's house and things like that, making sure that someone is here, because there's certain episodes that starts when he is sleeping and my mom works at night. And yeah, so I'm here, watching over that. He's good, but you just have to make sure, when he's sleeping, because that's when they start. Whenever they have started, that is when they seem to kick off. So, plus I started a new job online, working from home still, doing readings. However, on this particular platform, I am completely swamped. I have readings to do damn near all day. Lord forgive me, and you guys bear with me on my language. I apologize, but that just slipped out before I even known it. But I literally in 2 days, really less than 2 days, I did about 200 readings on this app. Now you're saying, probably saying, you know what, that's some good money. I'm happy for you. Now, yes, it's not a lot of money, like as far as like per order, but it adds up to be a lot of money sometimes. So yeah, but I definitely, kind of fell off balance trying to get it all figured out and to figure out like how am I going to do this working for myself also along with these other apps and then other things that I'm trying to do, because even though it's just me doing like on these apps, it's still energy and it still will burn you out. And I got pretty much burnt out like the first week was a lot, but I know how to balance it more now, so we're good. Um, but yeah, that's just me catching you guys up on why I was missing in action. I also did contract COVID in the beginning of or earlier on in August. I'm fine for the most part. I don't really go anywhere much, so I already know where I pretty much got it from. Um, my nephew had it. He's 5 now. He had it, gave it to his mom. Well, I think he gave it to his mom. I'm not sure how she got it, but I'm pretty sure that's how it happened. He had it, then he gave it to her, and then she loved my sister, but when she comes over, she likes to be a little too close, and yeah, definitely had gotten it from her at the time. It wasn't that bad. It was bad the first day, I'm not gonna lie. I was just sore, I had a fever. But leading up to really figuring out that I had it, I had um, I was just breaking out, burning in heat, like all of a sudden, a couple of days here and there before like I started really getting other symptoms. And then eventually one day, my back, my whole body, my head was hurting for like 2 days straight. But yeah, but we're good now. So yeah, those are some of the reasons why I have not been posting. And then when I have posted, they haven't been, long videos. So anyway, I'm gonna re-timestamp this because I ran my mouth half the time. So meaning this will be, I'll just like title that timestamp, you know, updating you guys, and then this will be a different one. So okay, all right, pile one. Just want the, I really wasn't actually going to do that, but something told me to go ahead, and you know what? Some people might want to know. So, yeah. Okay, so this is again a collaboration with Mystic Star Magic. So, for those of you who have picked pile one, um, this is your pile that we are on, obviously. Um, and so we got a few tarot cards. The rest of them are Oracle. Make sure you do check out Mystic Star Magic. I'm also using a couple of her decks in this video, and me and her are also doing a deck trade actually now, basically. So I will be having another one of her decks coming in. I don't know which one because it was kind of hard for me to choose which one that I really really wanted, because she has all of her decks are pretty good. So um, she's probably going to choose for me, so I don't know which one, but anyway. All right, pile one. So let's see. So your November predictions. So, or advice, or just maybe whatever you need to hear and focus on for November. So you guys got the Two of Swords, and this is a new tarot deck, by the way, to my collection um, from Amazon. I just recently purchased it from Amazon. You guys also have Five of Swords. Okay, so a lot of air energy here. And then you guys also Ten of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you guys could be currently uncertain about some issues that are going on in your life currently. You're probably possibly wondering, like, will it carry over into November? And I feel like you are carrying a lot of weight, you're carrying a lot of stress, you're very overwhelmed about these problems and about a decision that you are facing. And I just feel like you're overthinking this decision making process. And I feel like this conflict here with this Five of Swords could also be you kind of focusing on the worst case scenario of whatever decision this is. Do not carry this over into November, is what I will say. I don't feel like it's going to carry over into November unless you kind of are overwhelming yourself too much about it. If I feel like you're again focusing on a negative aspect of something, of some type of decision you're needing to make. Um, I feel like that's the only thing that's going to be keeping you stuck. Okay, so November is bringing you an opportunity to get out of this conflict, um, an opportunity to make the choice that you're needing to make a little bit easier as well, opportunity to have some assistance with this load you're carrying as well. You have the angel number here, 858. The number 5 is sticking out a lot to me in this card, and that is change. So change is coming, but you have to seize the opportunity. So we have your angels are preparing you for a life filled with abundance, wealth, future endeavors, and exciting new experiences. So again, like I said, I don't think this is carrying over into November. But if you are, you know, constantly thinking of the negative aspect of it, it is going to. And we're seeing new experiences is what you're needing to focus on. So that's what's allowing me to go back and say, hey, no, it's not carrying over into November. So here's one of Mystic Star Magic's decks here that I'm using. Now, again, if you listen to the intro, I spoke about this particular device having poor quality, but it is the only device that I have right now that is giving me a lot of recording space. So I'm using it until I can get something else. But this is one of her cards. It's not doing it justice. This is the angel feather messages that she has. And we have for you guys gifts will surprise you. So it looks like you could be receiving some gifts in November. Maybe Spirit is wanting to warn you to go ahead and prepare for your Christmas shopping in November, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to do anyway, but a lot of people will actually, wait to the very last minute, and which is not always the best idea. So maybe this is Spirit's way of trying to get you prepared a little bit earlier on. There could be some gift exchanges coming as well between you and another person in November. There could also be a gift from, I don't know, I'm hearing like a gift of voice because then I'm looking at this blue and that represents the not third eye but throat chakra, which by the way I do have a throat chakra candle here. Never lit it, but I do keep it nearby on my workspace here or altar space, whatever you want to call it. Um, and I do feel like it has helped me a lot, even though I've never actually lit it. Everything has energy, but or holds energy in my opinion. So, where was I? Yeah, a gift of voice, maybe being able to speak your truth in something. And somebody possibly finally listening to you about certain struggles as well. Remember, gifts can come in many different forms, just like abundance. It doesn't have to be like money or somebody literally buying you a purse or a pair of shoes or anything like that. It could literally be just somebody giving you a resource or telling you something or doing something that doesn't involve coming out of pocket or, you know. Okay, so this is another one of her decks, the Mystic Sight Oracle, I believe. Um, we have beginning here. So November is a month of new beginnings for you guys. Remember how I said I was talking about the new experiences and not carrying over into certain time periods. You're starting over in something in November, an opportunity to restart and make a wiser decision. Okay, so these are V's Oracle decks. Actually, this one is too, Angel Heart Messages, but I'm specifically highlighting these, speaking of throat chakra, but I'm tripping over my words. I'm specifically highlighting these because we are in fall season and, Halloween is coming up. So definitely wouldn't have felt right without using these. I'm a seasonal person, so I really, unless it's like the only deck that's nearby and I just need the deck, I will go ahead and use it. But I usually will just try to use this around this time of year because of the theme. So we have magic. Nice. And we also have gratitude, being grateful for a new start. And November is a month of being grateful because Thanksgiving, of course. So maybe uh, November is a time, is a magical season for you guys this year, I will say. Um, and there will be a lot for you guys in particular to be grateful for in November. And I do feel like opportunities and certain things are going to come to you. And I know we keep talking about opportunities, the spirit is, steadily, making me talk about it. But I do feel like certain opportunities are going to appear as if it's by magic, as if you're not doing any work for it. And you want to know why? It's because you've already done the work and you're just reaping what you have already sowed, maybe months ago or even a couple of years ago. Um, and finally, what you want is coming to you. Now, it may not be everything in November, but a lot of the things that you have been hoping for will transpire in November. So, let's see. So, this is a deck also independently created, and this is by Virtual Reality 9, my good friend as well. And this is her Lady Luck volume. I think it's volume 1. I'm not sure. Volume 2 is one of the, anyway. But but yeah. And she's changed her name on a couple of platforms to Vibe about it. I don't know if she's changed that to this on YouTube just yet. I can't remember. But so we have the entrepreneur card. So you're needing to focus on your leadership skills in November 2022 and also being an entrepreneur, starting the business or restarting a business, revamping a business, um, focusing on maybe working for yourself, or maybe you may have had a business or something or a business idea you haven't started, or you started the business and then you stopped it. November is the time to get back to it. And there could be some blessings or magical times happening in November with this entrepreneurship as well. So that could be why Spirit is wanting you to get back into it or to start it if you haven't started. And this could be what this decision is about as well. Well, financial constraints. So finances are about entrepreneurship as well. They go hand in hand together. Um, so you could already be in this phase of financial constraints, um, which could be why if you are having, trouble making decisions about entrepreneurship and self-employment and things like that, it could be because you feel like you don't have enough money or you don't have the money at all. You don't have the supplies and stuff that you need. But do always remember that you can start with what you have. Be grateful for what you have and use it. You don't always have to go get the newest thing or buy up a bunch of stuff to necessarily have inventory. There's a way around it. But for most of you, I'm pretty sure that this financial constraints could be something going on right now, which pretty much means you're financially restricted for whatever reason. And it could be due to maybe you trying to start a business and now you're losing money. But I feel like there's a blessing in the skies here with this grateful card. Because now you're going to find a new way around that. You're doing trial and error with these businesses or whatever it is you're trying to do. And I feel like this could even be, again, for those of you that have not started and you're thinking about starting, get started on it now. Okay. And this is just a warning that, yeah, you're probably going to lose money out of it with trial and error. So, but you have to learn your way around things. And sometimes that means spending money when it comes to the entrepreneurship thing. So, this is a thing for a lot of you to pay attention to. Um, or to work on in November 2022. And I don't know why, but the sign Virgo comes up for some reason. So I don't know if any Virgos are watching this. You don't have to be. It could be in other areas of your chart or maybe energy that you are taking on, focused on, or somebody around you. Specifically, very close is a Virgo, like a friend or a partner or a family member, somebody that you're worried about. But yeah. Okay, so wow, more money. So money, money, money. You guys are needing to focus on your money. So this is the windfall card. And windfall, just like abundance, and again, like I said, gifts. Gifts go with windfalls as well, but it could come in many different forms. It doesn't have to be money. Some you guys are going to be blessed in November in some type of way. Like I said before, a lot to be grateful for. All right, Diana, focused intention. So think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. So, like I said before, you guys are focused on, or some of you anyway, are focused on the more negative aspect of a decision making process. And this is telling you to, again, like I said before, to focus your intention on the positive sides. Yes, you want to be realistic and think about the negative side as well, but you don't want to overly obsess over that like some of you are already doing with this 10 of Wands. You are overly obsessing and being overwhelmed, focused on the what ifs in the negative sense. And you have to stop doing that. That's not healthy. All right. Okay. What are we doing now? I'm trying to figure out. I have like what cards to put. Like, anyway. So we have get your priorities straight. When you know what's important, saying no gets much easier. So you guys are needing to work on setting your boundaries. You could even be taking on other people's work, which is why you're also overloaded and feeling overwhelmed and a bunch of pressure because you're focused on somebody else's finances, focused on somebody else's decisions that they have to make. Trying to teach somebody else to be grateful is also another thing that I'm hearing. So, needing to say no, setting boundaries also, but getting your priorities straight and putting yourself ahead of other people. Being selfish is very important for you in November as well. Now, yes, you do want to give in any way that you can, if you can, but you can't take care of other people without focusing on yourself first. It's just really not possible. Um, so yeah, we have goals. Yeah, focus on your goals and not trying to help somebody else accomplish theirs. Yes, you can help them, but don't help so much to the point where you're getting overloaded and don't have enough room to carry your own pain and your own struggles and your own, not necessarily pain, but your own goals and stuff that you're trying to reach. So we have goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. So but I feel like this is more so when you, again, stop focusing on the most negative aspect and also getting your priorities in line um, for the most part and taking an opportunity when it comes. Not just any opportunity, of course, but you'll know when an opportunity is good for you. Trust me. Okay, so now we're going to get a card or two from this Mindful Messages deck here. Okay. And we have like a million that want to pop out, and I'm just going to go ahead and take Up and Out. And then that one, which is, what is that? Present. Okay. The font is weird. And again, this device, anyway. Up and Out. To heal the parts of me that feel hurt, I must feel every emotion. It has to come up to come out. I don't try to push my feelings away. I sit with them and feel them as I release them. So some of you could be overwhelmed with keeping some type of emotion in and not expressing yourself to a person. Somebody that could be taking up your energy in some type of way, or somebody that is not being as helpful as they could be. Then you have present. In this present moment, I have nothing to worry about. I take life step by step as I follow my desires and intuition, joyfully overcoming any bumps along the way. When I live like this, I don't have to worry about the future. So I feel like November is a time for you to express yourself and get certain things off of your chest so that you can start getting rid of a lot of these unnecessary sticks here, or wands, whatever you want to call them. And then definitely November is a time for you to be grateful for the present and not so much focusing on the past as well. And just focus on the present moments of a situation and not like the dark moments of the past of a specific situation or maybe a person that you could be dealing with in whatever way. Um, so yeah, that is what I have as far as like the predictions. And we're now gonna get you guys a start affirmation card. So this is gonna be your guys' affirmation for the month of November 2022. You can repeat this to yourself. Say it before you go to bed. Say it when you wake up in the morning. Say it a million times a day if you want to, whenever you feel called to. Um, Affirmations do help manifest, so I would definitely recommend. Miracles. And this is a beautiful deck too. Again, this device is not going to do a lot of these cards justice, but I'm working on it, y'all. Miracles happen when I give the universe my clear intentions. And we talked about somewhere in here intentions. And I think it was this one. Think about what you desire, set your sets high, expect the best possible outcome, focus the intention, the main focus keywords on the card. So that is what I have for you guys, pile number one. I hope that this resonates or gave you something to think about, something to help you move forward and grow, especially for November 22, but in other, months and time periods as well. So I wish you guys love and light and hope to see you guys in the next one. Again, all of my information and some of these decks, like the independent created decks, will be listed in the description box below. These are decks created by my friends, so make sure you check them out. And head on over to Mystic Star Magic to see what information she has for you regarding this particular subject. Make sure you subscribe if you are new to her channel, and if you're coming from her to me, I appreciate you a ton. I love you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care. Welcome to those of you who have picked pile number two. So in this particular pick a card reading, we are discussing November predictions. So it can be a lot of advice more than predictions for the most part, but it's really just whatever spirit wants you to focus on for November 2022 and whatever prediction that they may have for you guys that is important for you to hear at this time. So yeah. This is in collaboration with Mystic Star Magic, so make sure you check her channel out. Her video on this particular subject is going to be in my description box below, and I should also have it pinned in a pinned comment. And some of her decks I am using in this video, and I will point them out once I get to them in each pile. But let's go ahead and get started. So pile number two, you guys are starting off with the Seven of Wands, Justice, and I'm gonna tell you something about this justice card. This justice card has been coming up for a lot of people lately. Now, yes, you have not seen me been posting anywhere, but I have still been doing personal readings, and it has been coming out left and right for a lot of my clients. Um, so yeah, it's been a card that I've been seeing, especially the last couple of days, like 100,000 times. Obviously not literally, but it feels like it. Um, so this is definitely like a collective justice message here. Um, so in November, I feel like some of you, then we got the death card. Okay. All right. So in November, I am feeling like a lot of you could come, not necessarily a lot of you, but could even be just for one specific person that's going to end up watching this. But somebody here could be going through like something legal, possibly. Doesn't have to be, but something that needs to be officiated. A lot of balance and fairness coming to you in November as well. So getting what it is that you deserve. And I feel like you will be able to let your guard down more. Now, this is not in reverse, but I read, you know how I read intuitively, and sometimes even if it comes up reverse, even if it doesn't, I may feel called to read it as if it's in reverse anyway. Um, so yeah, so some of you could have your guard up, and I'm also hearing like you're not accepting certain information, like you're not um something is too good to be true here. And in November, I feel like, or this is how you're feeling anyway, you're feeling like something is too good to be true, but I feel like you're going to be proven wrong on something because I feel like something is finally going to go your way, possibly in November. And you are possibly going to end up self sabotaging yourself. So do be careful. Um, we do have new beginnings coming. We have um, letting go of something. So leaving like a case or a situation or a person or a legal matter or something behind here with this death card. Let's see. Mission 949 and the number 9 is sticking out to me. We have wish fulfillment with that. So a lot of, like I said, a lot of things or some things or one thing in particular going your way that you have been waiting for in November. 4, stability. 4, you're being protected. You're being guided. Your angels are encouraging you to focus your time and effort on your spiritual practice. Avoid things that deplete your energy. Your help is needed by many. I don't know why I said it like that, but and this could be you providing justice for somebody else. You could be trying to protect somebody else as well. And like I said in pile number 1, don't overdo that. You got to take care of yourself before you just completely take be able to completely take on another person. Um, so this is Mystic Star Magic's Oracle deck Angel Feather Messages. We did a deck trade a while back. And this is one of the decks that she gave me. Oh wow. Did I not say you were protected? Protection from negativity. Then we got the black here. You know, black represents death. So you're ending something here, but it is for the greater good because you've fixed some type of situation here. So November looks very promising, especially for those of you that could be in some type of legal situation. Or it could be a need for you to, you know, focus on a legal situation as well in November and kind of get back on that so that you can get into the process of leaving it behind. Okay, so this is another one of her decks as well, Mystic Sight Oracle. This was also the deck trade as well. She was only supposed to give me just the one deck, but she was so sweet and kind enough to send me a second one, which I did not expect, but I do love this deck. Also, self love. Like I said before, you cannot take care of somebody else so much to the point where you forget about yourself. And this was already in pile number one as well, I will say. Not this particular card, but a similar message. So, November is a time focusing on yourself as well, needing to, make sure you're doing what makes you feel good on the inside and out. And also not, worrying about somebody else giving you love, getting that love and filling that void with your own energy. So we have these two decks. This is from V11 Crystals and V11 Tarot, my good friend and soul sister. Autumn's Delight Oracle. I'm highlighting this simple because it is a fall deck. We are in fall season and Halloween is coming up in a couple of days from this video. Um, So I'm a seasonal person, so I will always use this deck so long as I have it around this time. Patience. So needing to have patience with yourself, I feel. Working on knowing and understanding that things happen in divine timing for your highest good. Being patient throughout the worst circumstances. Being patient with other people as well. And not getting riled up just because something looks like it's not going to work out. Because I'm a living witness that things are not always as they appear. And that could be a good thing, and sometimes that could be a bad thing. But a lot of the times it is a good thing. All right. Extraordinary. So I feel like this is about you are not an average person. So we're going back to self love here. And I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit. You also kind of, I don't know, I feel like you talk about yourself as if you're not human as well. You may even have a dark sense of humor also. Um, but I feel like you need to allow this side of yourself to come out to play and not be afraid of what other people think, because you will be protected regardless. The universe has your back. It doesn't matter if somebody else likes you or not. But I feel like you're not doing yourself any justice by keeping this part of you inside of the closet. And November is a time for you to again come out and play with that, if that makes sense. Realness. So yeah, being real, being you, being again coming out of the closet in some sense. Like, that doesn't necessarily mean LGBTQ necessarily. So do keep that in mind, because I don't want people to think that that's necessarily what that is. That could be some of the case, or I mean the case for some of you. So if it resonates that way, take it that way. If it doesn't, it could definitely resonate in a totally different way. So yeah, being real, being you. And also, this is about you needing to be realistic about a situation that may occur in November or that has already occurred and may revisit you in November. All right, support. You have a support system anyway. So, like I said, even if people don't like that side of you, um, a lot of people that you don't think have your support, I mean, have that support you and would support you for being the real you, those are the people that actually do support you. You're just not giving them a chance. And this could be what this justice card is also about. Um, Realizing that some people are not out to get you. And maybe finding that support team could be happening in November, or you might start to realize the people that are actually there for you in November. I keep saying in November just to remind you that that's the topic of the video. Phases and cycles. Death is about also ending cycles. Um, Freya. Phases and cycles. There's a beginning with every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. So, like I said, I don't even know if I said that in this video, but normally when I see the death card, I will say, letting go of something old to get to something new, new beginnings, things like that. Beginnings and new beginnings have come out here a couple of times, as well as in pile number 1 if you want to check that out. But a new phase could be beginning for you in November as well, especially with meeting new people that support you and have your back and that are like-minded. Um, and then meeting people maybe that'll take up for you. So if it's not a legal matter for some of you, for a lot of you, it just could be just people in general um, trying to protect you and stick up for you. Where's that protection card? Now I know. Oh, there it is. So yeah. All right. So we have the Thinking Man, number 46. So there could be like a masculine energy. Doesn't have to. They could be female with a more masculine presence or a more masculine approach. They could be just more in tune with the masculinity and not afraid to show it. Whatever the case may be, this could be a man coming to help you in some type of way, to think for you in some type of way. And they could also be the ones protecting you as well. Could be like a friend coming in, whether a new person or somebody you've already been friends with. A person you're going to connect with on an emotional and romantic level, possibly. Just somebody in general that could be coming in to help you, to give you some ideas. You know, letting them, you being able to pick their brains, so to speak, and them also supporting you. That's what I feel like that means. And that's the wrong one. We're not focused on that right now. Let go of the need to control. Trust the wisdom of a divine plan. Wisdom. So, okay, yeah, I forgot this card has nudity in it. So, but we're all grown here. So, you know, but wisdom. I feel like this is to remind you that you are smart, you are a level headed person, and you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about, and you understand a lot of things and people on levels that people, not everybody understands. Okay. And I feel like you're needing to take that, take advantage of that next month, November 2022, because that can help you receive justice. That can help you again meet new people. Um, And this is also going to be able to help you to keep your guard down and not have to have it up so much as well. And this will help you to decide again who is there for you and who isn't. So, wisdom is a talent and a tool that you guys are needing to use and pay attention to heavily in November. Okay, we have the luck card here. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So luck is on your side in November, especially again with the justice here. Um, so yeah, be grateful for that. And you will be protected. Protected in luck. Remember that. So now what I'm going to do is get a couple of these mindful message cards. Releasing anger. So, anger is a natural emotion, but I recognize that holding on to it can be toxic for me. I look at the person who has caused me pain and see them as the human being they are. I release the anger I feel and free myself, freeing myself and expanding to love. So, remember when I said you could kind of treat yourself or talk about yourself as if you're not human? I feel like that's coming back up here in this card, and then you have just needing to maybe work on your anger in different ways, channel it in different ways, and like I said before, be patient with yourself and others so that you don't become angry or hold or have any resentments towards anybody. So, new adventures back to new beginnings, new cycles, new phases. Today, I open myself up to new adventures or go out and do something I've been holding back from. I move through the fear rather than let it control me. I'll trust my intuition and follow my desires. So, being willing to start a new journey or, you know, possibly take a new approach to a current journey that you guys could be um, on. And just have fun and start over and live in the present of those new adventures. And again, we're going back to releasing anger. Releasing your anger is something that needs to be worked on next month as well. You could be being tested next month as well to feel like you have to be angry. So just watch, that emotion and find a way to cope with it. So when you get in those moments, you're able to, walk away or be professional and do whatever it is you need to do and, get away from it. So that is what I have for pile number 2. I hope this resonates with you guys. And yeah, so make sure you check out Mystic Star Magic. Her links will be in the description box below. She is a part of this collaboration. Again, we're doing November predictions. If you come from her channel to me, I appreciate you so much and thank you. I hope you guys subscribe and stick around. Um, if you are not new to me but could be new to her, make sure you subscribe and tell her that Gifted Soul 777 sent you. Um, and yeah, so that is what I have. My links and things will be in the description box below if you're interested in a private reading. So I hope to see you guys in the next one. I wish you love and light. All right, pile number 3. Welcome. So this is a collaboration with Mystic Star Magic regarding predictions and/or advice for November 2022. So let's see. You guys have Page of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. About to drop cards. And you guys also have the Fool. Alright, so that's as good as I can get it into the frame, y'all. I apologize, but that's just the way it is for now. Anyway, so I feel like you guys are currently trying to figure out your destiny and learning your way through something. You also have the Fool, which I don't know why, but it looks like every pile so far has been talking about new beginnings or new adventure and opportunities in some type of way, and it looks like you guys are no different. So November is a time for all 3 piles and even you, pile 3, to um, start over, take a leap of faith, and really find what is meant for you and what way works best for you in certain things and situations. Um, Especially you guys with the way that I'm seeing these cards here. The Fool can sometimes represent being naive, It doesn't always necessarily have to be about being foolish, but it does kind of represent a time of, sometimes it could just be telling you to have fun, not to think too much, and just do it in certain situations. And that's not get crazy, but the pages, they're kind of, inexperienced or immature in some type of way, regardless of what suit they could be in, whether cups, wands, swords, whatever. They're inexperienced in something, or they could be, again, I feel like page of wands, they're more willing to learn. Um, I feel like the page of wands, could kind of get a little bit carried away with the passion that they have for a certain situation, thing, a person. And I feel like this is Spirit's way of advising you not to allow that to happen, especially in November. I'm hearing take a leap of faith in November of 2022 and ask questions later. Um, but this is talking about success, though. So you're on your way to success. And being aligned with your true destiny and purpose. Oh, I also see Wheel of Fortune, though. To me, it talks about also taking a chance on something, which the Fool can represent literally the same thing as well, with saying to take a leap of faith. All right, so kindness. Angel number 9999. So we have 9 here. I'm always going to shorten that angel number and say wish fulfillment. So something possibly going your way in November. You are being reminded to show compassion and sympathy. Consider assisting those who are less fortunate than you. Being kind doesn't necessarily mean you have to give, and give in the physical sense. Being kind is just could also be talking about the way you communicate with people, holding the door open for somebody, tying somebody's shoe, or something like that. Um, and somebody could be doing these types of things for you as well in November. And being kind, because you could also be like maybe teaching somebody something in November, helping somebody learn their way through something. So I feel like this is you needing to kind of be patient with this person or whoever, whatever group of people. Um, and not rush them, not be rude, and kind of understand where they are coming from with a learning process here. And somebody could seem a little overly excited, like the person that you could be teaching, if this makes sense in any type of way. Um, and I just feel like the need to tell you not to get annoyed with that. Okay, so this is Mystic Star Magic's Oracle, one of her decks. We had a deck trade a while back, and this is one of the decks that she gave me, Angel Feather Messages. So, progress. So, you guys are going to progress forward in something. Again, this could be you learning your way through something, or you being able to teach somebody to learn their way through something as well. But progress is coming. It says momentum is increasing. So, you're finally going to have your eye on the prize here. And then we have 555, 5 as the angel numbers here, and that's a lot of change, a lot of positive change. And then the teacher becomes the master. So this could be, in this case, in this particular reading, the Fool could be representing the student. And you have the Page of Wands being the student also. Somewhere in this, there is a teacher. The teacher may be destiny, possibly, but you're progressing. There's going to be progression in something in November. Intuition, that could be with your intuition. Your intuition could be heightening up a little bit. And I feel like you are also needing to incorporate your intuition with the things that you are learning and are teaching in November as well. Your intuition could be very heightened in November, so you need to pay attention to it and follow it accordingly. Um, yeah. Or you could even be teaching intuitive things to people. Or yeah, intuitive teaching could be something you're needing to do also. So these are, and I just dropped one on the floor. Okay, so I just paused the video just to pick up this card that I dropped on the floor. So this is the Autumn's Delight Oracle by V. Love and Kristen, V. Love and Tarot, my good friend. So sister, this is a deck that I usually just use around the fall season because of the theme. So I only felt right to bring this in. So we have escape. Allow your intuition to help you escape a problem as well. You have shadows, so you could be doing a lot of shadow work in November as well, or maybe needing to focus on some shadow work. Um, I'm also hearing like remember the forgotten too. I don't know what that's about right now, but you could be escaping some shadows as well, coming out of the dark. um Something being revealed, like you could be left in the dark about something right now, but something could be confessed or revealed in November for you guys as well. um Releasing, somebody releasing emotions, somebody releasing secrets, so that could be what I was just talking about. um and releasing also, like, the fool is not holding on to certain things. So I feel like you kind of need to get like that and not be crazy, but just like not take a lot of things so serious, if that makes sense. So there's going to be a lot of letting go of something or people or things in your life, escaping from confinement, escaping from holding and bottling things in. A chance to really possibly tell your side of something. I feel like I said something similar in one of the other piles, but sobriety, some type of codependency or negative um, attachment needs to be possibly released as well. November could be a time where you be able to kind of get away from it. Sobriety doesn't have to mean necessarily like alcohol or drugs or anything like that, although it can be. Take it as it resonates, but it definitely could be signifying other things as well, like just simply lessening your time or involvement with a certain thing or person or substance or something. And this could be just only temporarily doing that so that you can focus on whatever this is you're trying to learn your way through or around. Sacred Vision, the Miriam. Choose to forgive. Remember, I just said holding on to certain things. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Yes, it has, but no, I'm not going to get on that right now. But yeah, I kind of feel like this is just kind of bringing back up what I was saying about the fool just a second ago. Needing to forgive in order to heal and seeing the bright side of a situation rather than looking at the shadow aspect of it. But then also, if you do look at the shadow aspect of it, that can allow you to heal as well. So don't, be opposed to that either. So we have hostilities, wow, holding on to negativity and resentments and stuff. So that's coming back up. So it could be maybe some possible arguments or disagreements or something happening in November. You could already be going through that. now, possibly. And I just feel like if that's the case, Spirit is wanting you to try to start letting that go and releasing that. We have faith. Faith grows when you act without knowing the end results. Faith. So having faith in the situation, um, trusting in the process, releasing the outcome that you think you should receive, and whatever outcome you get is the outcome, even if it seems like it's a bad outcome, that doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to be something that's going to hold you back. Things happen for a reason. So that's another thing to remember for November as well. But needing to have faith and patience is definitely important for you guys. In that month, we have the Eagle card. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. So a lot of mental clarity coming to you guys as well, and a lot of I wouldn't say a lot of, but like obstacles coming your way, but I do feel like you will be able to get through them just by using your clarity, your mental clarity in your mind, which is your greatest, I guess you could say, tool, talent. I don't know why, but a lot of these, or all of these powers are like, they got a lot of the same messages. They're different in their own way, but they do still have some of the same messages. Um, So yeah, but your clarity, your mental clarity is your strength, and that's going to help you go get over these obstacles that could be coming toward you. So we're now going to just pull a couple of cards from the mindful messages, and then I'm going to get you guys an affirmation card to wrap things up. And I don't even know if I gave pile number 2 an affirmation card. I don't think I did. So I may have to go back and add that somewhere. All right, so my own energy, I have been there for friends and family while staying true to myself. I don't let others' energy or mood affect my own. To help a friend in a hole, I don't need to jump in the hole with them. Simply reach out a hand. It is up to them to do the rest. So, yeah, all of these piles definitely talked about not overdoing it, like overly helping somebody else and forgetting about yourself in the process. Um, that could be being foolish for you guys. Recharge. Here we go. So I invite magic into my life always, every day. I grow my connection to this earth. If I'm ever feeling low, I simply step outside and appreciate the natural miracles in this life. Being in nature lifts my spirits and recharges my energy. So yeah. Um. So now I'm gonna get an affirmation. I'm gonna have to go back and see if I did this. I don't remember doing that for pile 2. Sometimes I do actually be doing it, and for whatever reason, it just doesn't seem like I did. So pile number 3. I am learning and realizing what matters to me. Keyword me here. I feel so. Repeat that in the morning before you go to bed, whenever you want to. Um, Affirmations do help you manifest. So yeah, I am learning and realizing what matters to me. So that is what I have for you guys. Please make sure you head on over to Mr. Star Magic's channel. All of her links will be in my description box below, as far as her um, video on this particular subject for this collaboration, and also her channel link. Now, if I can remember her Etsy shop link, I will put that. No, I know her link, but I'm saying if I can remember, I will put that in there as well. Because a couple of her decks were used in this video, and yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I wish you guys love and light. If you like private readings or anything with me, everything is listed in the description box below. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care. Love and light. Hello. So this is for pile number 2. I ended up accidentally leaving off your affirmation. So this will be time stamped right by your piles. Original timestamp. So you guys will have two timestamps, your whole reading plus your affirmation. Um, so your affirmation for November 2022 is I am at peace with myself and others. So I am at peace with myself and others. So you can say this before bed, in the afternoon, when you wake up in the morning, just randomly, when you're in the bathroom, just however you feel or whenever you feel the need to say it. This is something to help you manifest and um, to help you move forward in some type of way in November 2022. And yeah, so that is what I have for you guys. And I hope this helps you. Thank you so much.